So, how did you get into Forex? How did that even come about?
Um, Honestly, just being a broke recent college grad, looking for opportunity. Took me about like 5, 6 months to actually find a good job. But I actually seen one of my close friends I went to school with drop out, and I seen him take off with the whole forex, internet money. And at the time that I was actually looking for opportunity, he was there. Like I seen him catch a flight to Dubai, and my eyes just opened wide, and I was just super curious, and I was just ready, honestly, for any opportunity at the time to, really learn how to, take myself to the next level. And the fact that he was actually investing and he was doing his own business and the way that he was doing it, it was even more reason for me to jump on.
Gotcha. I mean, what even is Forex? Because I know a lot of people don't even understand what Forex is, what it stands for, and how can somebody even get involved?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know what Forex is, and it kind of like sound foreign, but that's literally what it is. It's a foreign exchange market. So a lot of people already participate in it. If they travel to another country and they had to exchange their dollar for another currency, they participated in the foreign exchange market already. But Forex is just another place where you can actually invest your this Forex is actually another place where you can invest your money. So just like stocks, where you invest in different companies, this is a place where you can buy and sell currencies, whether it's gas, gold, silver, or nowadays even Bitcoin. You could trade in the foreign exchange market and, make profit.
Gotcha. So, is Bitcoin a form of Forex, or like what kind of stuff? What exactly are you trading in Forex?
Okay, Forex is currencies. So anything of monetary value. So the crazy thing about the world is now everything digital. You see a lot of businesses going online now, and cryptocurrency is just another form where you could buy. It's a universal currency. Anybody could use it. Actually, they got countries overseas where they got the whole entire country is integrated with Bitcoin. One of my close business partners, will like really a mentor, somebody I look up to. Name is Ivan Paychecks. That's what he go by. He stays in Miami. He is the first person in Florida to actually purchase a mansion with Bitcoin.
Gotcha. Wow, that's big.
Yeah.
So, how much money does somebody need to have in order to start trading, in the foreign exchange market?
Yeah, a lot of people want to think they have to come with a lot of money to actually start trading, but this is one of the most, I guess, easily access markets that you can actually invest in because you can start any broker with just $50 and begin trading on your own.
Gotcha. Now, can somebody just as easily lose as much as they invest or more than they invest, actually?
You can't lose more than you invest, but you can easily lose what you invest if you don't know what you're doing without the proper training or help.
Okay, so when it comes to your strategy in Forex, what separates you? What makes you different, or what makes your strategy different?
Honestly, another thing, the misconception a lot of people have with Forex, they think it's this perfect strategy or this perfect system they have to follow to make a lot of money. But trading Forex and just investing in general is completely biased to the person that's actually doing the investing. So my strategy is completely different from my mentors. My strategy is completely different from my mentees that I actually trade. So your trading strategy need to be tailor fit. It need to be tailor fit to the type of person you are. If you are somebody that's patient, you might want to look for more long-term trades. If you're impatient and you like to get fast money, you should probably want to look into scalping, getting in trades and out of trades in about, 10, 15 minutes. So it really suits a different person in their personality.
Gotcha. Now, if I had about 25,000, or if somebody had about $25,000, how would you advise them to go about getting into the foreign exchange market?
First, if you got 25,000, I'll pat yourself on the back. That's more than most people come into this market with. But I honestly would tell you just start maybe with $1,000, learn how to trade, actually get training, the proper education, and find a mentor, find someone that you can actually learn with, grow with, and somebody that's actually doing it at a high level that you can follow.
Got you. Uh, so, are they actually buying actual currencies?
Um, So what you're doing when you trading in the market, so you trading one currencies for another. So we trade pairs. So what you're doing is you're buying and selling the Pacific pair through your broker. So your broker converts the money Your broker take care of however it's exchanged, and they work their magic and it ends up on your account.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, what is emotions? How does that play a part when it comes to trading? Because I know they say a lot of people when they start trading, they get emotional if they take a loss and then they'll try to double back and win that loss. Win that loss back or whatever the case may be. So, how does emotions play a role when it comes to trading?
Emotions play a big role when it comes to trading, or just in business in general. You want to leave your emotions at the door. You feel me? I would say emotions play a huge part why a lot of people win, and a huge part why people lose as well. Because you come in there with the greed, or you feel me, the need. Normally you come in from a place of lack, and that's normally what you will attract. So if you come in with a place of patience, and a place of knowing and calmness, you tend to be the most successful traders. It's the people that have, I guess you say, the poker face, and they just understand.
Speaking about poker face, do you kind of look at trading as like a gamble, or how do you look at? Do you look at it like that?
No, actually, and I kind of like it itch my skin when I hear that people say it's gambling, because it's actually a skill set. This is something that I actually spent time in learning. You know what I'm saying? Blood, sweat, and believe me, plenty of tears to actually learn this skill set. So far from a gamble, more of I'm an analyst. You know, I got to understand that banks pay, you know what I'm saying, people to actually sit in their offices and trade their money, you know what I'm saying, throughout the day as analysts in these big offices. You see these big buildings throughout the cities all over, and they usually have a bank in front of them, and analysts trade their money there.
How much money can somebody make with this?
That's literally is no cap on that. This is a $6.6 trillion a day in volume, so you can make as much as you want.
Yeah. Now, do people typically earn while they learn?
Most people don't earn when they learn, but this is a place where you can, because while you're learning, you should be practicing what you're learning and actually applying it. So as you're doing, you're calling the right trades and things going the right way, you can make some money. But I wouldn't say, you know what I'm saying, most people, because most people don't do the right things.
And how important is training, would you say?
Training, I would say that's everything. Training, like, you want to be a student. I've been trading for 5 years. It'd be an insult to say I'm a guru when I got mentors that have been trading for 10, 20 years. So I'm always a student. I'm sponge when I get around those that know more than I do. So yeah, that's just my take on it.
Now, as far as the learning curve goes, how long would you say is the learning curve to actually learn how to trade on the foreign exchange?
Trading is kind of like, I would say the learning curve is quite quick, honestly. You just got to understand the game. Most people don't understand that, look, it's about the repetition and experience that you have, where you can actually have that confidence to go ahead and do it on your own. So just for anybody, I'm big on sports. So just for basketball, a lot of people know how to play basketball don't mean they're actually good at it. How much time they putting into it, who they learning from, and just their hunger plays a large part in that.
So why do you think a lot of people don't hear about the foreign exchange market?
Most people don't hear about foreign exchange market because they probably not exposed to it. But honestly, when I first got started back in 2015, a lot of people didn't know. But due to the internet, and they see a lot of success stories, I feel like it's almost not a secret no more. I believe everybody understands that you need to figure out how you can invest your money or start your own business now, and due to the facts of the times that we are in 2020.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how can somebody actually get started trading? Like, what are the first few steps they have to do to get set up, get an account set up, whatever the case may be?
First thing you would need to do is get a broker.
Yeah.
After you get
when you say a broker, like, what are you talking about?
First you have to do is open up a broker. A broker is a place where you deposit the money you want to trade and withdraw the profits that you make. So choosing a broker, and I would say honestly, education. Like, educate yourself, know what you're doing, know how to get in.
So once you choose your broker, you can essentially just load your account up and be ready to trade on the foreign exchange market, essentially?
Yeah, you can go ahead, open a broker right now, put your money in it, and press buy, sell, and
but it's not the smartest thing to do, obviously.
It wouldn't be, because it's almost be a gambling approach and actually knowing what you're doing when you enter in the market. Right,
because I can't just, or can somebody, nobody can just go and just load their money into a popular currency, right?
Well, you can,
Yeah.
but now again, the charts that everybody look at and thinks confusing, I know how to read it. The fact that I know how to read it, I know when to buy low and when to sell high. So that gives me the ability to have a more probable trade.
Yeah. Okay. And do you feel like somebody can become a successful professional trader?
I think any and everybody could, as long as they put the time, energy, and effort into it.
Got you. And what is it that goes into making a good judgment when it comes to the market? Like what goes into it? Is it just the training that you go through, or is it just timing? Is it a combination of the other two? Like what goes into a good judgment?
It's the repetition, it's the experience. It's a little bit of everything. I always tell you, or I tell a lot of people this, what I'm saying, get your hands dirty. A lot of people scared to actually start and so hesitant to actually, jump in the water. They forget to swim. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say just actually being active and trying your hand, because everybody process is different. So I would just say just be as active and hungry and for information as possible.
And what percentage of traders would you say actually are successful?
I would say just the percentage of anybody successful just being walking down the street. So maybe 1 out of 100. I don't know.
So when it comes to the people that you train, like what are some of those things that you want to always make sure that people understand and what they know about Forex?
I would tell them, one of the things I would say for real, and the main point that I want to get to them is they want to treat trading, investing like a business. Most people don't show up with a plan. Most people just show up. Most people just show up without any direction, without any goals or targets. And I would tell them, like, look, get a plan together, have some set of targets so we can effectively go about accomplishing them. Because you can't just tell me, look, I'm trying to make a lot of money. What is a lot of money to you? A lot of money to a lot of people is maybe $1,000. But now if you want to get real money, it's a different story. So I just tell people, have real goals, real targets, and actually come together with a plan.
From a basic level, from somebody who doesn't have anything or know anything about Forex, like what can they do to try to get into this market?
I say find your Michael Jordan, find your LeBron James, find your example. When I got it started, I had a few people that I had in mind that I knew that I wanted to be like, had a lifestyle, had the results that I wanted, and the team that I wanted. So I kind of wanted, I really already had the vision in my head, but then it was more so, okay, I have the example, now it's time to mold my own story, my own way about going about things, my strategy, my game plan almost.
Why do you think people give up on Forex, the people who do start?
The process. I think that's the reason why most people start and quit a lot of things, because the process punks them out. So I think the process is, it's everything. The process is the process is the wealth. The process is the richness.
Right.
Because without the process, you wouldn't be able to retain it. Because I could give anybody $1 million now. Let's see where they be at in the next 6 months or a year. Would they flipped it, or would they be in a negative? So I tell people all the time, like, you give a man money right now, if you don't know what to do with it, what good of it is?
Yeah. How long would you say the process of learning it is, though? Or
it took me about like 3 months to honestly get to the point where I'm like a little bit confident in what I'm doing and what I'm saying, or how I'm looking at the market. So I say about 3 months it took me to actually get to the point where I'm confident to show up to the market, know what to expect, to have, enough experience on the charts. Because, a lot of people say they've been studying and learning about Forex, but how often are you actually on the charts? How often are you actually analyzing the charts and actually trading on a daily basis? Because I think all that plays a factor. It's almost to the 10,000 hour rule. It take you 10,000 hours to master anything. It took me 1.5 years to walk away from my job. So
okay, so how would you be able to spot like a rotten apple, right? Somebody who's trying to teach you Forex, but they may not actually know what they're talking about. They just maybe just reiterate what somebody else said, and they're just trying to, use the jargon, the lingo, right? How do you spot that?
Honestly, by watching them. I'm an observant person, so I sit back and watch them, see how they move, see how they talk, and honestly, from the people around them. So if you can see that they the only one look like they got anything going on, that's an easy tell sign of letting you know that maybe what he got going on is not winning, because, success leaves clues. And for those that are around you and not, seeing the same results, seeing the same amount of success, I think that would be a big indicator of who I guess you would say is the wrong person to follow or learn from.
So, like, on a final note, like, what are some last few things that you'll leave somebody with who maybe they have money or they tried forex and it didn't work for them? Like, what are some lasting comments that you would say to somebody to tell them to get back in the game?
That's a good question. I like this.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one. Can I be raw with this? Can I be, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, absolutely.
I think a lot of people just soft.
Yeah.
I think most people just, get their first taste of failure, hear they first no, they forget to get they win, or they forget to go get their yes. So I take notes a lot from even my daughter, because you can't tell her no. And then at the same time, you can't stop her from enjoying herself.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
a lot of times people get in this space and they hear they no, or they hear their first rejection, or maybe they lose their first trade and they blow their account. They get so hurt that they forget to actually have fun, to actually, grow and enjoy the process, because like I said earlier, the process is everything. So yeah, I'm big on sports. So for me to be able to actually stay on the court, because I wasn't the fastest, I couldn't jump that high, I had to figure out what stood out about me, like what was my strengths. And a lot of people look at what they're lacking and don't look at their strengths, which is their God-given ability, which I like to call your superpower. They forget to use that to get where they're trying to go. And as much as they identify their weaknesses and how much they need to work on it, I think they need to focus more so on their strengths. So I think that'd be the greatest turning point from somebody that's successful or somebody that quit.